Completing the very dad-like look with the high-vis jacket, the cross trainers, with a little bit of grass stain on them, is the Norco Rideau dad bike with fenders. And still no bar tape. Normally, there's a very striking positive tone in every video I make, and I hope you don't mind that just for a second, I'm going to have a very real moment here with you and let you know that today sucked. Today was easily one of the worst days that I have ever had to go through at my 10-hour-a-day job. Yesterday, a close second. Normally, on bad days like today and yesterday, there's like a myriad of things that can help turn it around at the end of the day. The least of which, new bike parts, hanging out with Angela and Norton, and then less frequently, I like to have a good progress check on everything that I have put my efforts into since October 2015. That's this channel. Of course, there's a bunch of other stuff like going and riding a motorcycle, hanging out with friends, drinking beer. The list really is endless, but I want to use bike builds as a progress metaphor for where I've gotten from where I've started. Consider, if you will, the drop bar conversion specialized rock hopper. More notably, the state that it was in the first day that it was introduced to the channel. At the time when it arrived, it was just a blank slate. It was just an idea that I had kind of seen a bunch of examples of through Instagram or in person through other people's 26-inch mountain bike builds converted to drop bar with like more modern tires and everything. I knew what I kind of wanted it to look like, but I didn't know what the execution and the final product could possibly be. This is the exact same process and progress starting point to any project, more specifically, my YouTube channel. Interestingly for you, the exact starting point that you would be at if you're considering starting anything. Now, consider the first step in progress. What is the first thing that you need to do to at least get started and start working away, chipping away at the blank slate that you have in front of you? Literally, just get started, use what you have, try things, fail. Eventually, there finds a way to make what you've got at your disposal work. In the very real rock hopper's case, converting to single speed, throwing those crappy traditional old school drop bars on with that old terrible quill stem, using the same crankset with a non-narrow wide chainring and a cog from a 10-speed cassette, and figuring out how to make sure that the tension stays proper so that the chain doesn't fall off every 2 minutes. And then continue on with that working product until you can make that next leap. For me here, that is using a mix of an iPhone, numerous different GoPros, and this old beat up A5000 Sony camera that I sat in front of the heater and melted all the buttons on. This setup was my stock, stiff tire, single speed, crappy quill stem rock hopper video setup. It's like strikingly similar quality. It works, you can work with it every day, but there's always aspiration to do much, much bigger and better things. And then arrives spending a fair amount of money to change the look, the feel, and the way everything fits, and attempting to make something work that it doesn't want to work with. Certainly though, the looks are much more appealing, but at the end of the day, the end product is still kind of missing something. There's still all those last touches, those final things to make sure that everything is working perfectly together, that everything is cohesive and well thought out. Where this bike sits right now, is a perfect metaphorical example of the level that I think we're at with the channel. The shop looks pretty good. The video is not bad, but of course because I crashed with this camera in my backpack and destroyed the audio input jack, I can't use the microphone that I currently own with it. That's like similar to like having this awesome range of gears that just kind of doesn't work that great. It's there, you can make it work. The brakes could be better, but there's some places to improve. There's stuff that needs to be done to take it to the next level. I'd be lying if I said I knew what the non-metaphorical versions of bike parts on a bike that started from nothing to here actually look like. But I do know that it means eventually stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something that you may be unsure about. All in the name of a better system. No matter how small or insignificant changes and effort seem to be, because eventually, after trying and retrying, eventually, with enough time, you'll end up with something awesome. All I'm saying here is, if I, an unmotivated, procrastinating, scatterbrained human of a bike rider with zero video and editing skills, can go from just the idea that I want to make YouTube videos to growing to 25,000 subscribers and beyond with the prospect of making an entire career out of this, then literally anyone can if you put all of your effort and all of your passion into it. We're still also half talking about an old purple rock hopper here. Okay, I feel a lot better about today. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna ride this thing a little bit.